So I have a very serious update in today's video, and I've come to the conclusion that basically I think cryptocurrency is going to zero. Bitcoin is going to zero. It's going to end up being worthless. And, you're probably better off buying pet rocks. After all, one of the best investors of all time, Warren Buffett, has said it is rat poison squared. And who are we to argue with that? So I think it's time to sell all our crypto, sell all our Bitcoins, and, go back to the Stone Ages. What's up, guys? Dirk here from intelligentcryptocurrency.com. Obviously, that is completely not true because it is April 1st today, so I wanted to see if I caught you off guard with that one. Don't believe anything you hear for the next 24 hours or so. Obviously, I think crypto is not rat poison squared. I think it's one of the best things of this entire century, and it's probably going to change the entire world. So in today's video, what we are going to cover, it is the 1st of April. So as has been the pattern on this channel, every 1st of the month, the monthly candle has closed, meaning we can look at what lies ahead for the next month or the next couple weeks, the next couple months, based on the previous candle close. Also, because it is now April, we have had a quarterly candle close, a 3-month close, which gives us a little bit more info to play with. So today we're going to look at the various monthly candle closes for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and altcoins, what lies ahead for the rest of this month, and why I think this month could actually be a very, very profitable month for cryptocurrency. So if you are new to the channel, click the subscribe button, click the notification bell so you do get updates whenever I publish a new video. And if you want me to send you an email every time I upload a video, simply go and sign up for my free crypto masterclass. It's the first link in the description below. Then you will automatically get on my email list, and I can just send you an email every time I upload a video. Now, what we're going to do just quickly is we're going to look at the recap of last month's analysis on March the 1st. So a month ago, let's see what I had to say about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and altcoins, and we'll compare that with what happened in the last month, and then I'll make a prediction on what is going to happen going forward. If you want to watch this whole video in full, by the way, I'll link to it up here right now, and the link will be in the description. So here's what I had to say on March 1st, so 31 days ago. It is just very much looking like this does want to continue to go higher. Also, based on where we are in the cycles, I've made lots of videos about that. I'm not going to go over that again. But basically, we're not even 12 months into this current cycle past the previous halving. So there should still be time on this cycle. So I think for Bitcoin, there's a good chance that we are going to go higher. Once again, maybe 58K, but maybe even into the 60,000s. So I said when we were at $47,000 the 1st of March, I said there's going to be a good chance we're going to go to 58K, maybe even into the 60K. Let's look at the chart where we're at today. Well, will you look at that? We are trading at $59,000, 263 as I'm making this. And we had a high of 61,699. So last month's prediction for the month ahead was absolutely spot on. Now the question is going to be, can I continue to make a prediction like that for this month? Now, I'm going to try. Anyway, it's not financial advice. Hopefully, this is going to be able to help you. So one thing for me personally anyways is in a bull market, it is a lot easier to analyze the charts in a trending market than it is in a bear market. Bear markets are more tricky, and the most tricky phase is the transition phase from bull to bear, where you have to switch your thinking from being bullish and buying dips to turning it around and start selling rallies. Now, I still think we are in a bull market, and as you can see, this is the monthly chart of Bitcoin. Huge green candles for many months. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've had 6 green candles in a row. I'm not sure we've ever even had that. That might just be a record. So you can see huge run all the way from $10,000 where we were at in October last year. We are now at 60,000. And while this is looking like it's going parabolic, we've looked at this many times. If you change it to a log scale, it doesn't look as crazy yet. There's a lot of predictions for anywhere between $150,000 and $300,000 per Bitcoin for this cycle. Now, purely based on this candle, I think there's a good chance we are going to get a big month to the upside in April. Now, of course, that's not guaranteed, but if we combine it with the historical performance of April, which is generally a good month, let's go look over here. So you can see the Bitcoin monthly returns. If we look on average, it's probably one of the best months for Bitcoin historically. And yes, we have had 2 years where the month of April was negative for Bitcoin, but that was 4% and it was 6% for the rest. It's all being green. So once again, I think based on that and the trend and the candle, that there's a decent chance that we can see another big green candle in the month of April, meaning we could go $70,000 to $80,000. Maybe we get a crazy blow off. I'm not sure if we're going to get that yet. So one of my theories for many months has been that we might end up having a local top of some sort in early May, which would be 12 months after the previous halving, which would be the same as the 2013 cycle, which only lasted for 12 months. So we are closing in on that. We have 1 month to go until it's approximately exactly 12 months after the 2020 halving, right? So it could very well be possible that we are still going to get a big month in April in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and altcoins, and potentially peak. But we'll talk about that a little bit later, how I think the cycle is going to play out. For now, for Bitcoin for April, I think it is possible that we're going to see $70,000 to $80,000. In terms of downside, we shouldn't get below this 45,000. It is possible we get some sort of tricky sell-off in the meantime, but I actually think it's more likely it's just going to go up and we're going to see $70,000 to $80,000 in April. Hashtag not financial advice. So before we look at Ethereum, once again, let's go back to that March 1st video. Again, the link is in the description if you want to watch the whole thing and see what I had to say on March 1st about my prediction going forward. Maybe we're looking at the end of April or the end of May, but I do still think this trend is bullish. I think we will still exceed this high from February, and I think there's a good chance this month we go up very close to or maybe even exceed this high. So basically I said then on March 1st when it was at 1500, I said we're going to go back up towards this previous high of the month of February. And if we go back and we look at what's actually happened in that past month, then you can see that is exactly what happened. We are currently trading at $1,927, so almost back at that old high. You can see it went straight up next to it. And I think my prediction for ETH, I still think ETH has been lagging Bitcoin quite a bit because Bitcoin is literally 3x the old 2017 high. Here we haven't even 2x'd the 2018 high. Okay, so 2x would be just over $2,800. I think Ethereum is still lagging. I think it's going to play catch up. And, you know, people have price targets of anywhere between $5,000 and $20,000 per ETH. I don't know if it's going to go to $20,000 per ETH, but I do think that this month could very well be a nice green monthly candle. And if I were to guess, it could actually be possible we're going to see somewhere between $2,500 and $3,000 for Ethereum in April if we get this bullish month that I think is actually going to happen. And one prediction I also made on March the 1st, let's go back to that, is talking about the altcoins, but specifically about ICX. So let's play that part of the video. But this still looks like a positively building momentum, and I think this month for ICX, we will likely see this, but also I think we will actually exceed last month's high for ICX. So I think it's entirely possible we might have a huge green candle over here all the way up to $4 this month, if not this month, probably in the next 1 to 2, maybe 3 months. So basically ICX was trading at $1.60 on March the 1st. I said we were going to go up next to it, have a big green candle. I said it was possible maybe $4. We didn't quite hit that, but we had that nice green candle. As you can see over here in ICX, we've traded just over $3. So we came pretty close to it. I still think there is a lot of bullish momentum behind that. There's a lot of news coming out for Q2 for icons specifically. So I think that's still on track. I think we should hit the $4 to $5 mark. I think we could have a really big green candle once again in the month of April. And, you know, hopefully we're going to hit that. Like there's from what I see, we can have some sort of resistance over here like that. And I think we should hit this green box very possibly this month, if not otherwise next month, but I am expecting somewhere between $4 and $5 in April. Let's end up seeing how that goes 1 month from now. And then the other thing that I've already kind of shown you is the chart for the Bitcoin monthly returns. Now, when I did this at the beginning of March, if you look at the monthly returns for March, you can see it's mostly been red. There's only been 2 green years for Bitcoin. And this is what I said. I said March was going to be a green return for Bitcoin. And that's pretty much exactly what happened. So I think there is much more room to move to the upside. And I think this March is going to be a green month. And that is exactly what happened. It hasn't been completed here, but basically, yeah, Bitcoin went from 47,000 to 58,000. So it's a nice green month for March. And I think April is going to be another green month for Bitcoin and for crypto. So hopefully that's going to play out. We could really see a very nice bullish month this month for the next 30 days. Obviously, we'll know in 30 days from now, and I will do May's video on May the 1st, so we can revisit all of that. But one thing we also have is the quarterly, so we can have a look at that real quick. If we change this to 3 months, so we had the quarterly close, right, every 3 months, and you can see that has been a huge green quarter followed by another even bigger green quarter, and we might get another really big green quarter. Like if we see this went from 30,000 to 60,000 pretty much in the last 3 months. So who knows, you know, we might actually go from 60,000 to 90,000 or more in the next 3 months. It is completely a possibility, but again, we'll have to see what happens around the $80,000 level, and we'll look on the shorter term time frames and things like that to kind of see how things are going as the bull run progresses. So before wrapping things up, I want to talk about where I think we are in the cycle, and I touched on that earlier in the video. So we are closing in on exactly 12 months from the previous halving, which is a big deal. So the previous halving was, I don't remember the exact date, I think it was the 11th of May 2020, but anyway, first or second week of May. So that's just over another month from now, and at that point I think it's time to start getting cautious. Now, there's basically 2 theories to when this bull run could peak, because at some point it is going to peak. Okay, but first of all, we have not yet had a crazy parabolic blow off like we saw at the end of 2017. So that's going to be a sign to watch for. But also, what is going to happen is after it hits 12 months from the halving, then every single day that goes by becomes riskier and riskier. Now, the 2013 cycle was 12 months. That's why I'm saying that is a potential benchmark, what I'm leaning towards. But the 4-year cycle has in 2013 and in 2017 ended in November or December. So there's also a theory that the cycle will not shorten, and in order for that 4-year cycle to complete, that means the bull run can only complete in November or December of this year, which is a possibility because the 2017 cycle was also 18 months, which if May is 12 months, 18 months would be somewhere in November/December, and it is very possible that this bull run only peaks towards the end of the year. But what we could also get is a scenario where we get a big run up now, maybe into May, and then we get a local top, meaning it's not the end of the bull run, but it might be a 40, 50, 60% correction, followed by a few months of sideways trading before towards the end of the year, we take another run up, go into new all-time highs, exceed everything, and then the cycle ends. So that is a scenario that I'm personally leaning towards, because I'm not sure if the bull run will complete in May, but I think it is possible that we get some sort of local top in May. The other scenario would be that it just continues running for the next 3-4 months and just runs straight up to a top, and then it's done too. But my personal just gut feel of how I think things are going to go is we're going to see a big April pump, and then we have to be wary for a potential top or sell-off somewhere in May. So as we get closer to the time, I'll share more and more about that. Obviously, if you want to get the updates, get on my email list, sign up for the masterclass, and also subscribe to the channel, because then you'll continue to get these updates. But as you can see over here, so these are the previous cycles. That's all that we have to go by. So the 2013 cycle is the blue, the 2016 cycle is the red, and we are currently over here smack bam in the middle of these two previous cycles in terms of gains and time. So again, that leads me to believe there is still more time to go and there is still more upside to go. And as you may know, the last phase of the bull run, the last couple of weeks, when it goes really parabolic, that is when the largest gains get made in the smallest amount of time. We had Bitcoin grow from about $7,500 to almost $20,000 in the last month of the bull run. So that's why I say the largest exponential gains, both in Bitcoin and altcoins, could still very well be ahead of us, meaning that it's going to be important not to sell too early, but at the same time, you need to be prepared for when things go parabolic like that, that you want to start selling into that, because at some point it's going to be over. That's my opinion anyway. You obviously have to make your own decision. I can't give you financial advice or tell you when to buy or sell, but based on all the previous cycles and my experience with this, that's what I'm going to be looking to do. So try and ride this up as much as possible, and then sell into that strength as more and more people get in there, as it gets crazier with the mania and the euphoria, and everyone thinks they can quit their job and crypto's going to go up forever, and people who just got into crypto 2 weeks ago are telling you how to pick the next 10x coin and that kind of stuff. When you start seeing that, hey, this is time to get out. And I still haven't seen that yet in terms of sentiment and a whole lot of things. So I'm hoping April is going to be a really good green month, very profitable for crypto, and then we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen in May. We'll obviously assess that in next month's update on the 1st of May, but other than that, that's basically what I think. I've shared my predictions with you guys. So if you enjoyed this, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. It's completely free. And if you want to get on my email list, sign up for my free masterclass. All the info is there. I'll share with you how you can profit from the 2021 bull run, my own top 3 coins that I think are going to do very well this year. And I'll also share with you how you can join my private community, Intelligent Cryptocurrency. That's all explained at the end of the masterclass. Basically, what I offer is a monthly newsletter with research, insights, updates. I have courses, I have tutorials, and I have a private Discord chat group for all members of IC, which is currently more than 500 members from all around the world, where we all share our ideas. We look at coins, we look at exit strategies, all sorts of things. So if you want more success with crypto, or you want to get started, or you want to know how to do all of this, go and sign up for that masterclass. It's the first link in the description. You will get all the details, and then if you want, you can join us inside Intelligent Cryptocurrency. So thanks for watching, and I will see you for another monthly update on the 1st of May. Peace.